Warm greetings. Good afternoon to all of you, ma'am.
Can I audible?
Ma'am, am I audible?
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yes, you are audible. Ratnamala, you are audible.
Okay, ma'am. Have a nice day to all of you, ma'am.
Hello.
Ma'am, good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Dr. Sintana is there.
Ma'am, good afternoon,
Yeah.
ma'am. Welcome.
Good afternoon.
Welcome, ma'am.
Well, yeah, thank you. Just want to check my video whether it is getting played or not. I have some YouTube
Okay, ma'am.
videos. So whether the participants are able to hear the sound, I just want to check that. So
Okay,
can I
ma'am.
do
Will you share
now?
it, ma'am? Yes, ma'am.
Your screen sharing is on.
Now, I think it's possible for you to share.
Yeah, good. Screen. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, ma'am. It's visible,
So
ma'am.
visible. So if I am going here to YouTube and just playing some songs. Okay, so I just want to check whether the sound is here. Hear the sound?
Not yet, ma'am.
Huh? Are you able to hear the sound from the YouTube?
No, ma'am.
Can you hear
Yes,
now?
ma'am. It's audible now, ma'am.
Audio?
Hello, ma'am.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Your voice is audible,
Can you
ma'am.
hear the audio of the YouTube? Not my voice. The sound from the YouTube.
It was audible, ma'am, but it was feeble.
Your voice is only audible.
YouTube video is not hearable.
See, I was playing some video from YouTube. Can you hear that?
Couldn't, sir. Couldn't, ma'am.
Hello?
Couldn't, ma'am. We couldn't hear that video.
We couldn't hear.
Okay, okay, okay.
It's
Can you
audible
hear
now.
now?
Yes,
No,
ma'am.
no,
it's-
okay, no,
Yes.
okay. Very clear.
Oh, okay, okay. Thank you, thank you.
Ma'am, shall we begin the session, ma'am? Madam Srivaramangai, ma'am.
Yeah, we can.
Okay, thank you.
It's a glad welcome we bring to you this afternoon, filled with desires, hopes, and dreams we all share. I feel extremely happy to welcome you all to the second day of 1 week online faculty development program on relevance of ancient Indian knowledge in the contemporary higher education scenario, organized by the Internal Quality Assurance Cells of Bani Perumal College for Women Virdhanagar and Jamal Muhammad College Tiruchirappalli. The Indian knowledge system underlines moral values, ethics, and principle for leading a righteous life. By integrating these ethical teaching available in Indian knowledge system into higher education institutions can aid students in developing a sense of social accountability, compassion, and ethical decision making dynamic for balanced living. We all gathered here to get some valuable insight on Indian folk arts. So let the session begins with silent prayer. Thank you. With the blessings of Almighty, we begin this program. I welcome Dr. I. Ratnamala, Assistant Professor of Physics, V.V. Vaniparmal College for Women, Virudunagar, to deliver the welcome address to and introduce the resource person.
Thank you, Amira ma'am. First of all, I feel happy to welcome you all to this second day of faculty development program. At the outset, I wholeheartedly welcome the chairperson, principals of both the institutions, Dr. S. M. Meenarani madam and Dr. S. Ismail Mohidin sir, for this second year of faculty development program. Next, I take immense pleasure in welcoming Dr. S. Sintana ma'am and Dr. M. Saidali Badusha sir, who is the secret behind the functioning of this faculty development program. I am also much elated to welcome all the faculty members from V.V. Vaniparmal College for Women and Jamal Muhammad College, Tiruchirappalli. I am honored to introduce our today's resource person, Dr. Mrs. Srivaramangai, Head Department of Information Technology, University of Mumbai, a woman of remarkable distinction and accomplishment. Madam is currently working in the Department of Information Technology, University of Mumbai. Since November 2008 onwards, she is the head of Department of Information Technology. Madam has 17 years of teaching experience as a lecturer for both postgraduate and undergraduate program in information technology and computer science. She is also having 6 years of industrial experience in the field of testing, development of report code generators for C embedded SQL, CL SQL platforms, share transfer system, website database migration from MS SQL Server to Oracle and ASP. Madam has so many research and teaching interests in various fields like digital image processing, artificial intelligence, simulation, network security system, information security, and distributed computing, etc. Madam has also given so many invited talks in various state level and national level conferences and FDP programs. She has renowned so many positions like chairperson, BOS member, nodal officer, ranking officer, project manager, etc. She has peer-reviewed research papers in conferences and journals. She is the chairperson of ADA BOS, University of Mumbai. Then she is also the Board of Studies member of Amity University and nodal officer for NIRF and ranking officer for Times World Ranking, etc. She is the active member of Swayam project of Ministry of Human Resource Development, CSI, automation project of Maharashtra government, and also the project director of UOM website development and the project coordinator of academic audit project of government. She is also the advisory member to cybercrime cell of Maharashtra police. Apart from this curricular accomplishment, she took more passion in dancing at the age of 6 years. At this juncture, I am happy to say that our resource person successfully did her first Arangetram at the age of 12. She had participated and won many prizes in several youth festivals in schools and colleges. She also performed so many dance concerts at several occasions in Tamil Nadu and Kerala. She also choreographs Bharatanatyam dance for so many community programs. Knowledge sharing brings seemingly endless benefits to others. It initiates us to feel comfortable spreading the wealth in a multitude of ways. Even though she is in the field of information technology, She has made significant contributions to the field of folk. She is the right person to share his thoughts on the topic Indian folk art. Ma'am, I welcome you, ma'am, to this faculty development program. Once again, I welcome you one and all.
Uh, Thank you, ma'am, for your warm welcome. I humbly request our guest of honor, Dr. R. Srivaramangai, ma'am, Head Department of IT, University of Mumbai, to address the topic on Indian folk arts.
So, all of you able to see me? I hope so. I have switched on the video and audio is also clear. A very good afternoon and
Yes.
Vanakkam, Namaskar, Namaste, Shukriya Kal. I think because it is a national level workshop, seminar. So I thought like varied kind of people will be present here. So let me start sharing my screen. Before that, I would like to thank Vanya Perumal College and also Jamal Mohammed College for giving me this opportunity of presenting something which I try to explore. A lot many things to be explored, a lot many things to be learned. So I don't think even I have covered 5% of the learning. So whatever I could explore throughout so many years of time, and especially in this particular topic for some days for preparation for this seminar, I'm just presenting it. Thank you to Dr. Chindana, the IQAC coordinator from the Vanya Perumal College, and all the faculty members of both the colleges, respected principals, management of both the colleges, and all dear participants. Now I will take forward to the presentation. Can you all see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So purposely, I am not going in the slideshow mode because I may have to switch between the browsers. So I hope it is visible to all of you. Okay. So the topic given to me is in Indian knowledge system, folk art forms. That was the topic actually given. And I took the privilege of cut shorting it, Dr. Sintana, sorry for that, is that I took only focused on folk dance forms of India. Because when you look at folk art forms, it is huge, it is elaborate. And dance forms I narrow down, but within dance forms itself, it is again huge. So I don't know how much of justification that I will be playing to these topics, but then let us try, and it is a mutual learning that is taking place. It is nothing like I know something. In folk arts, I have less knowledge. I was more into Bharatanatyam, but because of the basic knowledge in that, I could little bit explore on folk dance forms. So whatever the knowledge which I have observed, I will try to pass it on to you. It is free enough. You can correct me wherever I am going wrong. So let us move towards folk arts. We know that any art form is just a creation of innovation and creativity. And especially when we talk about folk arts, it is created by the common people, especially from the rural areas of any region. Okay. So art forms, this kind of folk art forms, why it is being created? It is just they create for enjoyment. Sometimes in some regions, you can see that it is a type of expression of their success or victory over any war or anything that is they are successful in particular achieving something, or happiness on any festivals or something joy that is happening. So folk arts is also a visual art which can be perceived by human beings. So when we talk about folk arts, it includes, or all of you may be knowing, includes drawing, painting, the epigraphy, sculptural arts, then music, theater, as well as dance. Our focus today is only on the folk dance forms of India. So when we go to folk dance forms of India, Again, it is also created by the local people of each region. So what it actually reflects is that their local culture. For example, in a particular state, within the state itself, there are various folk dance performance. So which rural area it belongs to, which village, usually it is created by villagers. So which village it is getting created from, what is their culture, what is their day-to-day life, what is their occupation. So all these things are getting reflected through this folk dance forms. So mainly, as I said, that they started creating these kind of folk dance forms for pleasure of the people. So it is usually not a performance which is performed for court dance, that is royal dance, which was presented before the kings, or even for a particular ritual. But later days, it has been become a performance based dance forms. Nowadays, we can see that all these dance forms are even performed on stage also for kind of a court dance. It is sometimes in most of the regions, it is also enjoyed for the enjoyment and performed during the festivals, their regional festivals. When we go ahead with the forms, we know that there are 28 states. States are split also, Uttarakhand and Uttar Pradesh, here Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, and 8 union territories, including now Ladakh and Jammu. There are many regional folk dance forms out of all these states. So what major ones of these states I have listed in the forthcoming slides, not only slide number 4, many slides following slide 5. When you look at today's session, so you will be wondering like, am I going to list down all the folk art forms? No, we are going to focus more from Jammu and Kashmir, that is north, towards east coast we will travel. The eastern side of India we will travel, and we will come up to Tamil Nadu. The two reasons for taking the entire, instead of taking the entire country, but only taking the eastern sides, is that one is the time limit. Within 1 hour of time, it will not be possible to cover the entire country. Even eastern states will not be covered. But eastern states, one thing which we are not now understand is that it has a rich folk culture, and we are not much aware of the northeastern culture. So let us look from Jammu Kashmir towards northeastern side. We will travel, and we will travel up to Tamil Nadu and see what are the forms that are present. Now, to have a major list, as I said in the third point, so we can see that even in other states, where the western states, the northern states, the southern states, eastern states, everywhere you can see, right from Himachal Pradesh onwards, we can say like Thoda, Kinori, and this Jora form. If you are seeing in Himachal Pradesh, it is a common form which is practiced in Himachal, Uttarakhand, as well as in Uttar Pradesh. So all the villages of those three regions, they perform this Jora dance, but there will be slight variations in what they are performing. Apart from that, other forms are also there. One thing we have to understand here is that these are only major forms which are listed. So if I say that there are some 8 forms or 10 forms listed under Himachal Pradesh, not only 10 forms are existing, more than 10 forms are existing. So like that, if you go state-wise, there are many forms which are existing. But only major ones are being listed here. So we all know about Bhangra dance of Punjab, but from about Haryana, we may not be knowing much. Jumar dance is very famous over there. Uttar Pradesh, when you look at the current Uttar Pradesh, you will say Nautangi is one important folk art form which is being performed, and Ras Leela. And as I said, that Jora is coming here also. Rajasthan is meant for is Gumar, and Julan Leela is very famous, but other forms are also listed over here. And about Gujarat, we know Navratri festival, when it comes, even in all other states, it is getting reflected. Nowadays, there is no variation of states. We celebrate the festivals of each other because there is a mixed culture everywhere. So Gujarat, we will be knowing about Garba and Dandiya Ras. So other forms are also present there. Going towards Maharashtra, which currently I am in, though I have not included in today's presentation, it has a very rich theatrical culture in Maharashtra. Lavani is one famous form of folk art form, and also Lezim. If you look at the Lezim dance, which we used to practice during our school days, is actually basically from Maharashtra. And Koli dance is one which is by the Koli community, that is the fisherman community, which they usually perform during their marriages. Madhya Pradesh also we have Tartali, Madki, and Khada Nach, very famous. Chhattisgarh, all of them are very famous, but Gaur Maria and Panti are top on that. When we move towards Jharkhand, that is below Bihar, then we can say Karma Munda, Karma, Agni, and Jumar. These are very, very famous dance forms. When we come to Bihar, Bihar is, we are going to see see, when I said that eastern states, I'm not going to cover all the eastern states because time limit is there. So in Bihar, we are going to see how the Sama Chakwa is being performed. But Jata Jatin is also a very good famous art form. West Bengal is famous for all the Bengali type kind of art forms, Dhali, Purulia, Chau, Alka. Okay. So these are listed and the presentation will be given to you. You can leisurely search for all these art forms and find out whether the videos are available. Ministry of Cultural sites, if you are looking at, you can find in the festivals some of the folk forms which are present over there. Sikkim is also having its dance of Chu Fat. Yak Cham are very famous. Meghalaya, Laho, and Bala are very famous. Assam Bihu dance is very, very famous. Bamboo dance also they does. Naga dance is also from Assam, especially belonging to Nagaland also. So Naga dance is very common in Nagaland as well as in Assam. When we look at Arunachal Pradesh, that mask dance and war dance are very, very famous. Manipur, we have heard of Manipuri dance, but that is a classical form. So in Manipuri, we have other forms also, like Pangcholam. Pangcholam only we are going to see. Dol Cholam, we will be seeing that. Tangta, Pangcholam, Dol Cholam are some of the dance forms which are famous in Manipur. When we coming to Mizoram, Cherau dance, Tripura, Hosagiri, and earlier known as Orissa, now known as Odisha, Gumara dance, and also Ranappa Sarwari. So we are going to see a different form from Odisha. Andhra Pradesh, we are going to see the Veera Natyam today. Though Otam Tedal, Kumi, there also Kumi is present. In Tamil Nadu also Kumi is present. Kumi Kolatam, little bit it varies. Karnataka, Yakshagana is very famous. Sometimes they make Yakshagana under the classical form, but it is basically from folk form. Kunita, Suggi, Karga, and all are folk art forms. Goa, you might have seen, say, various forms. The Fugdi. Fugdi means we used to play catching hold in cross our hands of our friends, and we used to go in circle, rotate. So that is known as Fugdi, and that basically belongs to Goa. Telangana is having Perini Shiva Tandavam because it has now separated between Andhra and Telangana. So what is famous in Telangana area has been given here. Kerala, you can say Otam Tullal Kaikutikali, Tapatikali, Kali Atam. No, even Teyyam, Mudiyetru, so many things are available. So only very less are listed over here. Tamil Nadu also very, very less is listed. But we are going to see two different forms which are not listed here. Karagam, Kummi, Kolatam, Kavadi and all we know very well. Okay. But apart from that, there are various forms. Tamil Nadu is having plenty of folk art forms, which you may be knowing better than me. So let us start with Jammu and Kashmir. As I said, overall I have listed. Now we are moving towards Jammu and Kashmir. We are going to see what is the Kood Dandi dance. Actually, the people, this is a harvest festival dance. After harvest, like our Pongal in Tamil Nadu, they celebrated praying to the god, thanking for protecting their crops, cattle, people from the natural calamities. Mainly, they perform this during night time, and when there is a luminescence of stars, the light is there. in front of that, they play in a ground. The most interesting feature which is listed here is that it is not that only a particular set of people will be performing. Anybody can come and participate. Only thing is that they need to little bit practice on the steps. Means there is no restriction on a particular community. That's what they mean by here. It is a very spontaneous dance which is having good fast beats, usually drums, flutes, trumpets, and this particular instrument which I have shown here on the slide is known as narshinga, which is similar to that of a trumpet, which is used for this particular music. So now I will be taking you to this YouTube. But what I thought is that since I need to switch between, I will go ahead with all these forms, and finally we will go one by one for the last 20 minutes. We will only see the different forms because I need to go to the Google Chrome tab and I have to open only, then the audio is available for you. So now I am not going to the video now. So first let us see what other forms are there. So we will come back to the 9th slide. When we go to Himachal Pradesh and also Uttarakhand, as I told, that they are having the dance known as Zora. This is that they used to celebrate during springtime. That is, they are welcoming the spring. Vasanta Kalam. They welcome that with the tribal people performing both morning and evening. Once again. In Uttarakhand, there is one region known as Kumaon region. That is where the origin of Jora dance is. Earlier, it is known as Uttaranchal. Here also, all the dancers are stand in a circle. They hold their arms of their partners, and there is a rhythmic step which is followed. And the main instrument which is played is known as kurka, which is like a domru here. The very first thing, Shiva's domru. Similar to that, this is what is being played. Sometimes when there are so much of a crowd, for to have a proper tal, that is the rhythm, they also use the cymbal. Okay, the next one, the tal instrument. Now, next is Bihar. In Bihar, I told we are going to see about Sama Chakeva. You may be knowing about the region, Mithila region, Mithilai, where from Ramayana, the king Janaka ruled Mithila. Sita Mata is from that region. So earlier, Mithila was covering both Bihar and parts of Nepal now. And these people of Mithila region, they celebrate by welcoming November, because that is the time when migratory birds come from Himalayas to their region. So why a special celebration for the migration of birds is that there is a story behind that. So Lord Krishna's one of the daughters known as Sama, she was cursed by Krishna himself for her wrongdoing. She was doing some great mistake, so he cursed her to be a bird. But Sama was having her brother Chakeva. Their bond was so close that nobody else can be compared with the bond between Sama and Chakeva. Such a sister and brother relationship. So their bond and Chakeva, who fought with Lord Krishna in returning back the human form to his sister. So that bond is being celebrated. Since she became a bird, then they are celebrating the migration of birds from Himalayas. They consider those birds to be as Sama. So usually the attire that they use is the Gagra Choli. Gagra Choli is like a Gujarati type of used in Garba dance, but they are also wearing sari also similar to that type, and a dupatta. They wear a triangular hat usually, but it is not compulsory. And they also have a huge metal plate in their hand, which along with the plate only they will be performing. Next, we go towards Sikkim. Sikkim is famous for Tashi Yangpu. This is again all the people of this particular region, Bhutia community. This is a particular community. So Jora, we said like it can be performed by anybody can participate. But usually in Sikkim, the Bhutia community people only perform this. They believe that For each and every action, there are different gods and goddesses who are there to look after them. We also have, like, we have Ma Saraswati, Lakshmi, and Parvati having different kind of actions to be performed for different purpose. For knowledge, we go to Ma Saraswati. Similarly, they think like for natural calamities itself, like where floods are there, landslides are there, droughts are there, different gods and goddesses, local gods and goddesses are there. So they want to pray to them and convince them and ask them to pray to them, request them to protect them from all these calamities. So they think that once they perform this dance, there will be a prosperity and peace in their region. Moving towards Nagaland, and I said Assam also is having Naga dance, and we are focusing more on Nagaland. This is basically a kind of a masculine kind of a dance. Like usually, mostly men are only performing. Nowadays, females have started performing as we are having 33% of reservation. So we are everywhere. But then it is usually was meant for the soldiers. They have a typical kind of an attire. You can see from the photograph is that they have a kind of a necklace, a bow, a cap, which is their very typical type. And usually they have a mini waist basket also being tied up to their waist. Women also have their earrings necklaces when they are participating in that. Mostly women wear silver or gold ornaments than men. Okay, usually that is more ornaments are men, and men are having more kind of a feather or animal skin kind of a attire they wear, the costume. So this is basically was celebrated for victory over war or to show their bravery or strength. As I said, in Manipur, we are going to talk about one particular art form known as Dol Cholam. It is derived from the word dole. Dole means that particular drum that is being played by this particular, in the photograph, the person is having an instrument that is known as dole. Because of that, it is known as Dol Cholam. So it is performed by, actually again by young men. Because the kings of Manipur, they encouraged this art form. Basically, during war, the soldiers are very much busy with protecting the country or protecting the region. But afterwards, when there is no war, the kings thought that they should be fit enough for any war which is forthcoming. So always the soldiers should be like, if we can say it is a type of gym that they practiced in those days. So Dol Cholam was performed by soldiers especially with a heavy kind of movements, making their entire body fit enough for their war. Kathi dance is one form which is practiced in West Bengal. Here also group of men, you can see from the picture, like it is having more kind of a gymnastics kind of a type. Even this kind of dance is there in Tamil Nadu also. It has a particular rhythmic type. Men usually wear the dhoti kind of a thing, cotton dhotis. And they have some kind of shirts made of leopard skins, or they wear banyan kind, which is shown in the photograph. The artist will be holding the wooden sticks. They will have some wooden sticks like a kolatam in Tamil. So with that, they will be performing this. Now going towards Rinjo dance of Odisha. It is now known as Odisha. It is welcoming the monsoon season, the rainy season, and also to give thanks to the earth gods. Both male and female performers are there. They wear very good kind of traditional jewelry forms. The entire costume will be very bright in nature, and it shows the actual heritage of Odisha. The Rinjo dance is a little bit kind of a different kind, which once we see the video, we will be able to understand that. Now coming to Andhra Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, we can say combined together, the Veera Natyam is performed. Veera itself means that brave. So a dance of strength or bravery. And usually there is another form for this. It is on the goddess Veerabhadra also. It is one version says that it is for the Veerabhadra. Other says that it is basically performed to show the braveness, and also a ritual that is performed for Lord Shiva. And usually it is paid before the temples of Lord Shiva. The Veeramasti community is the people who are actually doing this. Even today, this community is following this. It is being researched and many others have started learning it, but this community is very rich in doing this perform in a pure format. Okay, because it needs some kind of a practice. You can see from the photograph that they also have Agni, that is the fire on their hands. Coming to Tamil Nadu, instead of going for Kavadi or Karagam, I have chosen these two, Thevaratam and Oyilatam, which are performed during religious occasions, happy occasions, celebrations, etc. Both of the art forms are slightly different. They are not one and the same. But all of a sudden, when you are looking at, you will feel like they are one and the same, but they are totally different. There is a little bit variation in the steps that they are putting, and also on the attire, and also on the materials, the accessories that they may be having on their hands. They have an intricate footwork and good movements, which are always performed in a group. They also use small sticks or poles during the dance, especially in Oyilatam. Dhoti with a turban and a handkerchief on their hands is usually the costume which is must for these two types of dance forms. So, well, let us go back to the 9th slide. I said that from Kood dance onwards, we are going to look at. So I will stop my screen here, and I will directly play from the sharing the screen of Google Chrome. I will play from there. Are you able to see my screen, YouTube screen?
No, ma'am.
Yes?
No.
Hope you are able to see.
It's visible, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. This is the Kood dance of Jammu and Kashmir.
I can listen, but I can't
So it is
see
usually
that
played.
video.
Anybody can come and participate. Only thing is that they need to practice this step. It's not belonging to any community. Anybody can participate. This is the Jora dance from Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, as well as Uttar Pradesh. They have a movement, as I said, that they join the hands of their partners. They take their left leg, crossing the right leg, move towards a bending movement towards the right hand side. And in the middle, the person who is having the dole, that is Upra, he plays an important role in leading the team. Now, when we go about, I told about Sama and Chakeva in Bihar. Sama and Chakeva, that bond between the sisters and the brothers. So migratory birds coming to their region. So that's what we are going to see now. So I'm showing only some clips of everything because there is no time for showing. Anyway, the PPT will be given to you, so you can watch this dance in your leisurely time. So I'm showing one by one whatever was listed on my slides. Now we can see about Tashi.
Palmolive body wash with the fragrance of natural extracts and essential oils. Try Palmolive body wash.
4 पैकेट नहीं 6 पैकेट मिर्ची
This is the Tashi folk performance. Peculiar kind of a costume that we are wearing. So next form, so that was from Sikkim, and now we are moving towards Naga dance from Nagaland. As was told earlier that this dance is basically for keeping fit the soldiers so that they will be fit enough always during their war. Then we are coming to Manipur, where we will be seeing Dol Cholam.
Subscribe and click on the bell icon to get the notification of latest videos by BKT Media Private Limited.
This dance usually is performed by male members. Nowadays, the females have started, but then you can see that the kind of dole and the drum that they are carrying along with them, it will be very difficult for them to dance with that. Okay, so you can see the energy that is present. So I'm just playing that. See the kind of movement. So that's how Dol Cholam is performed. Next, we are moving towards West Bengal. In West Bengal, we saw Kathi dance. Kathi dance, which is having some kind of gymnastics kind of a pattern.
ऐश्वर्या फर्टिलिटी सेंटर मुंबई ठाणे कल्याण येथे बाळाला जन्म देण्याची अप्रतिम संधी IVF
This is during the practice session. It has been taken. West Bengal usually they prefer to have white color, white, red, and white orange. Ladies will be wearing white color. Similar to the Kolatam from Tamil Nadu, they have the sticks in their hands and they have a rhythmic steps being followed. So next we can see the Rinjo dance of Odisha. It's a very good art form. Odisha is also very rich in any art form.
प्रकृति की कोख में रहने वाले परोजा स्वयं को बस्तरिया कहते हैं। ये मध्य भारत में बस्तर से उनके जुड़े होने का संकेत है। उड़िया भाषा में परोजा का अर्थ आम जन या काश्तकार है।
तुमके सोये जाले जुआरू रे कानो निसाटे जाले सोरारू जिली 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 का।
स्थानीय जमींदारों के यहाँ खेती करते हुए परोजा पारंपरिक रूप से ज्वार और धान की खेती में लगे रहे हैं। साथ ही वे शिकार भी कर लेते हैं और धुना महुआ।
So this is usually a dance which is performed for bringing monsoon to their, because it is a very drought region. So they want monsoon to be brought. So during that time they perform this. Then we are coming for the Veeranatyam, which is performed by Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. I'm just fast forwarding this. This also shows the bravery of then coming to the last one, that is seen already. There is no introduction for this, but still I thought like it's a very kind of a graceful art form where you can see the graceness in the rhythmic steps that are being performed by them. A uniformity. It starts in a slow motion and then the fast beats are played afterwards. Then again they will go to the next moment, so it will go on in a rotation. Udukai is the instrument which is played. We call it as Udukai. You all may be knowing that. That is the instrument which is basically played here. Then, as I said that there is a slight difference between Tevaratam and While
मम्मी डांटेगी.
While the meaning itself means beauty. A beautiful dance. It is.
Surf
It
Excel
has
machine
again a
specialist
different
जिद्दी
kind of a
दाग निकाले
grace.
मशीन में है. Surf Excel matic
Tevaratam, you
liquid.
can see a kind of grasping like kind of a grace.
சிறந்த மறையோரே மாசவையோரே சிறந்த மறையோரே ஓடி வந்த நங்கள் தந்தோம் ஐயா பெரியோரே ஓடி வந்த நங்கள் தந்தோம் ஐயா பெரியோரே திவ்ய சபை நிறைந்த பெரியோரே
It is also sung, followed by the instruments, and also a rhythmic steps by the participants, the dancers, with a hanky on their hand. And there will be always a graceful moment which they perform. So I think like I could manage to show some of the forms, and let me get back to my presentation. Are you able to see my presentation? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So I see when we talk about all these folk art forms, one thing we have to understand here, I have only given you a glance of only one form. Only in Tamil Nadu, I have chosen 2 forms because I belong to Tamil Nadu and I have a I have a separate love and affection for that. But then if you look at all the states, there are so many dance forms, but only one form I have taken. And I have given you only a glance of this particular dance form. But when you look into the concepts, the theory behind each folk art form or the dance form, you have to see that what kind of lyrics are being written on deities, or is on a general, sometimes it is on the occupation, sometimes on a joyous moment, sometimes on a romance moment, sometimes on the valor. Okay, so that is one, lyrics is one part. The second one is what kind of instruments are they using. Third one is what kind of a tal, the rhythm that they are following, and what kind of steps are allowed in a particular folk art form. Because we will not have to mix up between a Karagatam and a Vayilatam. Okay, there are different steps for that. So when you are going in depth into that, the conceptual part of each folk art forms cannot be covered in one particular session, and each of the form will need several days of session for you to understand, because there are some basics, where it originated, what is the history, what is the theory behind that, what kind of rhythms are followed. When we saw about talam, so this form will be coming in any form, any of the dance form. Maybe the words that they are spelling, the chorkatti we saying, takita means the chorkatti, what we are saying may be different according to their language. Okay, so but there are so many things to learn about all the folk art forms, which I have not covered. I have only given a glance. So finally, I think I am on time. It is 3:56 now. Final words is that our Indian culture is very highly distinctive because of the diversity that we are having. Various, so many states, 28 states and union territories, each state having so many number of folk art forms and classical art forms. Indian folk and tribal dances are, because the result of, as I said, the local people are creating it, their own local creativity instantly. When you talk about Oppari song in Tamil, you will see nobody is pre-preparing and coming for an Oppari song. It is instantly created by those singers. So there are so many instant creativity that is being performed by the participants, the dancers and the singers. It is because of the socio-economic conditions and the traditions that we are following. So I have taken so much of references. Main book of reference for a dance form is the Kapila Vatsyayan's book. It's very famous. And also a collection of mark publications where so many authors have given inputs on the various folk dances of India. 3 books I have referred, various resources I have referred, various research papers referred, various videos I have gone through the cultural ministry and various festivals, but I couldn't list out all of them. So with this, I think I thank for the opportunity and I stop sharing now. Over to the meeting.
Thank you, ma'am, for giving valuable insight on Indian folks. Your presentation was very nice, ma'am, and thank you for showcasing the Indian heritages. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Respected
So are we
teachers,
ending the session now?
You may.
Ma'am. Hello.
Cintana, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am. There is a formal
Ma'am,
vote of thanks. Just let's listen to
Yeah. So
the
before
participants. If there are any queries,
before you go for a vote of thanks, when I saw one is Vanya Perumal College, I got connected through my close friend, Dr. Bharani. Dr. Sintana knows about that. When I look at Jamal Muhammad College, I don't know who are all the professors here. I could see one Mr. Y. Muhammad Iqbal, who is going to give me the vote of thanks. Sir, I would like to say that when I was doing my BSc in computer science from Tiruchirappalli, I have worked with the NSS coordinator of Jamal Muhammad College at that particular time, and we used to collectively participate in the youth festivals, so South Zone Youth Festival. So I have a good connection with Jamal Muhammad College. So I was very much happy that both the colleges came together for inviting me. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I request Mr. Y. Muhammad Iqbal, Assistant Professor of Computer Science, Jamal Muhammad College, Tiruchirappalli, to propose the vote of thanks.
Ma'am, is it audible?
Yes,
sir.
yes.
Okay. So, respected dignitaries, esteemed faculty members, participants, and dear attendees, it is with immense pleasure and gratitude that I express our heartfelt thanks on this momentous occasion, marking the successful culmination of one-week online faculty development program and the relevance of ancient knowledge in the contemporary higher education scenario. This transformative event is centered around the captivating topic of Indian folk arts, has been an enriching journey of exploration and enlightenment. Our sincere appreciation goes to the distinguished resource person, Dr. R. Srivaramangai ma'am, head of the Department of IT at the University of Mumbai. Dr. Srivaramangai's insightful session on Indian folk arts has undoubtedly broadened our perspectives, providing us with valuable insights that bridge the gap between ancient wisdom and modern education. We extend our deepest gratitude to the organizers of this commendable initiative, Jamal Muhammad College, Tiruchirappalli, and VV Vanya Perumal College for Women, Virudhunagar. Your commitment for fostering academic excellence and promoting the integration of traditional knowledge into contemporary education is truly commendable. A special acknowledgement goes to the internal quality assurance cell represented by Dr. M. Sayyid Ali Badshah sir, IQAC coordinator at Jamal Muhammad College, and Dr. S. Sindhana ma'am, IQAC coordinator at VV Vanya Perumal College for Women. Your dedication for ensuring the quality and relevance of academic programs has played a pivotal role in the success of this faculty development program. We would also like to express our gratitude to the principals of our participating institutions, Dr. S. Ismail Mohedin sir, principal of Jamal Muhammad College, and Dr. S. M. Meena Rani ma'am, principal of VV Vanya Perumal College for Women. Your visionary leadership and unwavering support have been instrumental in making this program a resounding success. Last but not least, our heartfelt thanks to go to the secretary and correspondents and management committee members of Jamal Muhammad College and VV Vanya Perumal College for Women for their continuous encouragement and support. In conclusion, let us carry forward the knowledge and inspiration gained during this week-long program, leveraging the insights into Indian folk arts to enhance the quality of education in our institutions. Together, we can contribute to the harmonious blend of ancient wisdom and modern learning, creating a more enriched and holistic educational experience. Thank you all for your active participation and invaluable contribution. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your vote of thanks. Thank you all participants and both the colleges. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Can I leave now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, sir.
Respected teachers, kindly fill the feedback link that is posted in the chat box. And also requested to submit the feedback form before tomorrow morning. Thank you.